I am so sorry. I am so sorry. What happened was I ran into an unexpected meeting at work. Those things happen. But unlike the Philadelphia Eagles, I will come through when I got to come through and, talk about what we got to talk about. So I had a really good time home in Philly, man. I apologize for being tardy. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. You already know what it is. You know the vibes. We're going to talk about some stuff that, that you wouldn't even normally hear me say. What's going on, everybody? You would never normally hear me say the things that I'm about to say. It just wouldn't normally come out of my mouth. What's good, Snoop Entertainment? What's up? I'm saying some of these things just it gotta be said. King Leaf, what's going on? Cool Cat, what's up? Brandy, what up? What up? Danielle, what's up? What's up, Danny? You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. We gotta keep it real though. We gotta keep it very real. I want to ask you a question. Is Doug Pederson the coach for us? Is Doug Pederson the coach for us? How do you feel about the Pats' loss to the Texans? What's going on, Ms. Leach? I don't feel no way about the Pats' loss to the Texans. Both teams better than us, but is Doug Pederson the coach for the Philadelphia Eagles? Is he the coach? Is he the coach for the Philadelphia Eagles? At the beginning of the season, I said Doug Pederson was a top 3 coach in the NFL. A top 3 coach in the NFL. I said that. I believed in Doug Pederson. I put Doug Pederson for Harbaugh over there in Baltimore. I did that. But this is the essence of a coach. A coach will design a game plan that fits the strengths of his franchise quarterback. I seen Harbaugh do that twice. I seen Harbaugh do that with Flacco, and I seen Harbaugh do that with Lamar Jackson. Doug Pederson is operating in a horizontal offense with a vertical quarterback. They're not letting Carson Wentz play to his strengths. And still Carson Wentz got more touchdown passes than Baker Mayfield, more touchdown passes than Tom Brady. If y'all follow me on Twitter, man, y'all know I tweet a lot during the games. I don't go live and do that stuff. I go live and make videos after the game. I tweet a lot during the games. Let me open this water, man. I said that Tom Brady is having trouble. Tom Brady is having trouble trying to uplift the level of the player, his wide receiver group. But yet we expect Carson Wentz to do it. Every Sunday you get people saying Carson Wentz can't up the level of the wide receivers around him. Tom Brady had to curse his wide receivers out last night. What's holding Tom Brady and those guys down this year is the defense. We don't have a defense or we don't have a wide receiver group, which is why, listen, the Philadelphia Eagles are 15-15 since winning the Super Bowl. Since the departure of Mike Groh, we've been mediocre we've been a 500 football team. Since the departure of Frank Wright, 15-15. I'm tired of seeing my quarterback have to take the podium and say it starts with me. Carson Wentz did nothing wrong yesterday. Missed a couple throws. Oh, well. 28-14. You lead in the game. You should win that game. Doug Pederson. You should win that game. This wasn't a collapse. This was bad offensive play calling, man. Bad offensive play calling. 28-14, you run the ball. You don't want to give Fitzpatrick even time to even get back on the field against a defense like ours. When was the last time the Philadelphia Eagles gave up a touchdown on 5 straight possessions? You got to go back to the 77 season. You can't even go back that far to see these stats. It's never happened in my lifetime. 1977, right, Miss Stovall? I saw that tweet too. It ain't even happened times. Defense is part to blame too. Oh, defense is definitely part to blame, but you couldn't really blame the defense when you was up 28-14, could you? Doug Pederson's job was simple. And then Doug Pederson got the nerve, the unmitigated gall Doug Pederson got the nerve, the unmitigated gall to disrespect us and go take that podium and say that the Miami Dolphins is a good football team. That's a good football team y'all lost to. The nerve. I understand respecting your opponents, but since when is a 2-9 football team good? Doug Pederson also said the reason why he passed the ball so much because it's a passing league. The reason why we lost the ball so much because it's a passing league. The number 1 seed in the AFC is the Baltimore Ravens. The number 1 seed in the AFC is the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson got 1 300 passing yard game this season. Probably going to win MVP. And you going to tell me that it's a passing league? You going to tell me that it's a passing league, Doug? All the dudes with all the passing yards got losing records. He's struggling to stay afloat. Lord, Lamar a different cat, though. Lamar ain't a different cat. Lamar has the privilege of a head coach that's designing the offense around him. Lamar looked different because the coach, we're going to get to my point in a minute, the coach is playing to Lamar's strengths. Our coach not playing to Carson Wentz's strengths. Lamar looked different. If Lamar was playing somewhere else, they would make him drop back more. No, it's designed for Lamar to be great. The Philadelphia Eagles have to put Carson Wentz in a position to succeed on the offensive side of the ball. Period, man. Period. Doug Pederson don't look like the coach that's going to be able to do that. And y'all know how I feel about Doug Pederson, but you got to call a spade a spade. You got to call a spade a spade. All night. It still ain't stopped. I've been taking ridicule. Y'all see the last few videos I put up? Basically, goddamn guaranteeing a win. Who wouldn't? We was double-digit favorite to win this game. Multiple score favorites to win this game. When the Eagles went up 28-14, that was the third quarter. Do y'all not understand? We came out and drove the ball for a touchdown right after the half. Why we run the ball only 19 times against the worst running defense in the NFL? Wentz is a bust. That's what I'm talking about. People don't even understand football for real. Don't even understand football for real. Wentz is a bust. How? How can you even begin to put this on the shoulders of Carson Wentz? Wentz a bust. Come on, man. This is what everybody don't understand. Somebody messaged me. He was very angry. He was very upset. I understand your frustration. But if you watch it, I'm going to tell you, watch your mouth next time you message me. But I'm going to answer your question for you. This is what he said. He said, these are grown men. The coach ain't on the field. Well, these grown men who are in control of their body and control of whatever they're supposed to be doing don't call the plays. These grown men don't call the plays. A play comes into Carson Wentz's headset, and he got to execute that play. But some plays don't make sense to play. It don't make sense to run some plays. It don't make sense to pass the ball against the second worst run defense in the NFL. The Miami Dolphins ain't put up this much points in a game in 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. I'm not sure if Doug is the man, but I'm damn sure Jim Schwartz ain't the man. I'm damn sure he ain't the man. I'm 100% sure Jim Schwartz ain't the man. 100%. Although Darby and Jalen Mills look bad, they got crunched, Jim Schwartz gave them no help. Look at my keys to victory. I said they had nothing to play for. Jim Schwartz gave them no help. I don't understand it for the life of me, man. For the life of me, man. I'm telling you, man, on everything I love, bruh. On everything I love. If you gave me 2 weeks with the team to learn the playbook and call the plays on the defensive side and on the offensive side of the game, we would have won that game. If I'm calling the plays, we would have won that game. So what are these defensive coordinators getting all this bread for? It's a no-brainer. I knew they was going to pick on Ronald Darby after they seen that we could hot point the ball with Devontae Parker. Why wasn't the double team established on Parker? You saw how the Patriots lost last night? They took away the best target. They took away Julian Edelman. They made it hard. They made it so other people had to catch the ball. We didn't do that. We didn't even attempt to take away Devontae Parker. We let him run free. We let him run free, man. We let him run free. And then we made the decision easy for a 15-year veteran. By the way, Fitzpatrick has beat us every time we played us his entire career, I think. Some of the different teams he played for, I don't think we ever beat Fitzpatrick. When you blitz somebody who's been around as much as Fitzpatrick, you make the decision for him. That weak ass zero. It got home. The blitz was working in the beginning of the game. But when the offense does stuff to negate the blitz, when they adjust to your blitzing, you got to adjust to that adjustment. It makes no sense how Jim Schwartz never adjusts. Never adjusts. Never adjusts. If I'm a boxer and I know you can't stop the straight right hand, and you ain't adjusting to stop the straight right hand, I'm going to keep hitting you with a straight right hand. But if I'm a good boxer and I know the straight right hand is landing all day, I'm going to switch my stance. I'm going to keep my guard up higher for the straight right hand. It just don't happen. It just, you know what I'm saying? It just, listen, man, listen. The Philadelphia Eagles cannot coexist with Doug Pederson and Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz got to go, bruh. Everybody want to keep asking me, why you ain't blaming Mike Groh? Why you ain't blaming Mike Groh? See, Mike Groh don't call the plays. Mike Groh designed the plays. In all actuality, you got to be, in all actuality, what's going on, Kirsten? In all actuality, you got to know this. Mike play, I saw a bootleg yesterday from the Eagles. I saw a play action from the Eagles. I saw some stuff from the Eagles that I ain't seen in a long time. Mike Groh got screens in his arsenal. Mike Groh got the plays. Doug Pederson is calling the wrong ones. He's calling the wrong play. He's calling the wrong plays. He's calling the wrong plays, man. He's calling the wrong plays. And everybody want to say Mike Groh plays are trash. All you got to do is run up the middle. You don't need no creativity for a run play up the middle. We abandoned the run and we lost the game. And Doug Pederson got Carson Wentz taking shots over this, man. Talking about it starts with me. 28 points is enough to beat the Miami Dolphins. 28 points is enough to beat the Miami Dolphins. Y'all mad that Carson Wentz couldn't get out of the hole that the coaches put him in? That's what we blaming Carson Wentz for, not being able to come back? Come on, man. Carson Wentz won that game in the third quarter. What good does it do if Carson Wentz brings us back and win the game? The coaches lose the lead and Carson Wentz got to bail the coaches out. You don't win like that. You don't win like that all the time. You don't win like that all the time. Only reason why Carson Wentz even got an interception last week is because of yesterday was because of Doug Pederson. People burning Carson Wentz jersey. I'm not going for no Carson Wentz slander. I don't give a damn if he missed. I don't care if he missed a couple easy throws yesterday. Zach Ertz dropped a touchdown. Zach Ertz dropped a key first down. That probably would have been game. Zach Ertz dropped a key first down in a red zone. And then Jake Elliott missed the field goal. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Zach Ertz dropped a key first down and a touchdown in the end zone. I love the Philadelphia Eagles, which is why you see me out here. This is a brand new hat, by the way. This is a crispy John. This is a crispy John. I should have on a Peasy John and a half for 3 years with what I seen yesterday. But this is a crispy one. I'm still going to be me. But it's time to face the hard truth. It's time to face the hard truth. Number one, understand this. Understand this, number one. None of this is Carson Wentz's fault. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. You could go down the list of the games. The Detroit Lions game, they lost the game, not Carson Wentz. The Atlanta Falcons, they lost the game, not Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz won this Miami game. They lost it. You can go down the list. It's multiple games like this. Carson Wentz lost that game in Dallas. He had a bad game in Dallas. Come on, man. People burned the Carson Wentz jersey after the game yesterday. All the blame goes to Doug Pederson. Listen, man, Philadelphia Eagles fans, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm tired of y'all with the monkey see, monkey do. One stupid reporter want to blame Carson Wentz, then y'all want to follow lead for a stupid reporter wanting to blame Carson Wentz. So everybody got to blame Carson Wentz because it's the popular thing to do. It's wrong. It's wrong. Carson Wentz had 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And for the first time, he had a receiver get 100 yards receiving in a very long time. Alshon Jeffrey and Carson Wentz was in sync, putting up points. Miles Sanders had a beautiful game. It's like the closer Miles Sanders got to rushing for 100 yards, Doug Pederson said, that's not how I want to win. What's up with these coaches, man? It's a lot of these coaches, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm about to apply for a head coaching job somewhere, dog. I'm about to apply for a head coaching job somewhere. It's like you got coaches coming out on the news saying that they don't use advanced analytics. Then you got Doug Pederson saying the 2-9 football team is good. What's up with these coaches? You don't even got to use advanced analytics to beat the Dolphins. All you got to know is that they can't stop the run. Feed Jay Ajayi, who won to crunch his former team. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Doug ass better have been in Jeffrey Lurie's office today, along with, what's his name, the defensive coordinator, Schwartz. Yeah. Doug felt that Wentz isn't consistent. I'm not trying to hear that, bruh. This don't got nothing to do with Wentz. This ain't got nothing to do with Wentz. If Wentz ain't consistent, Tom Brady not consistent either. Trash wide receiving core, the defense holding him down. It's only the popular thing for y'all to say. I'm not trying to hear nothing about Carson Wentz, dog. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't care. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no Carson Wentz. This ain't got nothing to do with Carson Wentz this week. Nothing. Every time Carson Wentz misses a throw, now all of a sudden he inaccurate. One throw, he inaccurate. Why the hell he throwing 40 plus times in the last 2 weeks? Why is he throwing 40 times? If the Minnesota Vikings would have played the Miami Dolphins yesterday, Kirk Cousins would have threw the ball 20 damn times. Dalvin Cook would have just had his way with a team who can't stop him. He shouldn't miss at all. What? He shouldn't miss at all. When you go shoot around at the court, do you miss? When you try to holler at every girl, do you get the number every time? I rock with Carson Wentz, man. He's not afraid of failure. He's in the moment. Carson Wentz is doing his job. Life ain't about perfection, man. The quarterback position is not about perfection. Give me one quarterback yesterday who was 100% passing. Give me one quarterback yesterday that was 100% passing. Give me one. And then you give me that same list of quarterbacks that had over 300 yards and more than 2 touchdown passes. Defense failed, and Doug Pederson failed. Doug Pederson and Jim cost us this game. Doug Pederson ain't a top 10 coach no more. Doug Pederson is not a top 10 coach. Doug Pederson not a top 10 coach. He not. The signs is there, man. The signs is there. And I got nothing but love and respect for Doug Pederson. The signs are there that he's not a top 10 coach. He can't even beat Jason Garrett consistently, who is trash. He can't even beat the Clapper consistently. Think about that. And now he run around saying the Miami Dolphins are good football. This is his words. If I'm Doug Pederson after a performance like that and I take the podium, we should have never won the game. They were the better team today, but we know we should have came out here and handled business. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're good. They 3-9. Come on. They 3-9. Wentz not a top 10. Wentz not a top 10 quarterback. Hey, Wentz got 20 touchdown passes on the season and 7 interceptions. Give me somebody else with 20 touchdown passes. Give me the list of people with 20 touchdown passes with less than who don't have double-digit interceptions. Give me that list. Give me that list. Give me that list. I stand by Carson Wentz. I stand by Carson Wentz having to put up with what he has to put up with. No wide receivers. Listen, everybody want to say Alshon Jeffrey missed 4 games this season. Deshaun Jackson missed 9 or 10 or something, 11, something like that. You kidding me? Jordan Howard ain't playing 3 weeks. You kidding me? Zach Ertz dropping touchdown passes. Nelson Aguilar been dropping balls all season. Touchdown passes. Game-winning touchdown passes. You kidding me? Give me anybody else that had to deal with what Carson Wentz that's dealing with. Give me somebody else. A lot of quarterbacks are spoiled and not Carson Wentz. When Carson Wentz get a good play caller, I'm telling you what's going to happen, bro. When Carson Wentz get a good play caller and wide receivers that can consistently stay healthy, I'm telling you what's going to happen, bro. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I'm telling you. Most of Wentz ratings are in the 90s this season, in the 20s this season. Look it up. What are you talking about? Wentz's rating for the season is in the 90s. Wentz got a higher QBR than Tom Brady, dog. His rating is higher than Tom Brady's for the overall season. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass in every game this season. Only Russell Wilson's done that. Are you kidding me? Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady got multiple games where they didn't even throw a touchdown. No slander go to Carson Wentz. I'm not trying to hear it. I know the Dallas Cowboys fans are going to do it regardless, but no slander go to Carson Wentz, man, as far as I'm concerned, man. No slander. He been running these crazy, crappy plays all season and then having to take the podium and take the blame. Doug Pederson left him out to dry too many times this season. Too many times. And like vultures, the Philadelphia Eagles fan base looking for something to pick at. So y'all calling Wentz trash after yesterday. I'm done with strangers on the internet. I don't blame you, Kirsten. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because it's the popular thing to do. It's the popular thing to do. It's the popular thing to do. Somehow what happened in the last 2 home games when we lost to the Seahawks and the Patriots, that was the worst stretch of Carson Wentz's career. The worst stretch of Carson Wentz's career, them 2 games. And what did I see as a victory? Expect 300 passing yards from Carson Wentz and 3 touchdowns. Because he's going to be magnificent in this game. Good throwing conditions. He had 2 bad games. He's going to get it back on track. Offense put up 30 and you lose to the Dolphins. I saw a stat that Doug has caught 146 pass plays to 61 runs the last 3 weeks, while Miles Sanders is averaging 4.6 yards per carry, all one possession ball games. Listen, you don't even got a picture. Take this wrench. Take this wrench with you, man. He said, I saw a stat that Doug has called 146 pass plays to 61 run plays the last 3 weeks. The pressure got to Doug Pederson, man, and nobody can tell me nothing different. The pressure to scoring points, and having the offense look magnificent because he is playing the call, because he's calling the calls. That's what's important to Doug Pederson. That's what's important to him. I could put up a bunch of points because I'm calling the calls. I could be able to justify why we don't need a play caller. I see it clearer now. I see it clearer. Doug Pederson is trying to justify why we don't need somebody like Frank Wright. He's trying to justify why we don't need a play caller, a serious play caller. Everybody need a Frank Wright. He's trying to justify it. But you're not Andy Reid. That's not your strong suit, man. That's not your strong suit. Maybe your strong suit is getting ice cream for the players. But calling plays ain't your strong suit. I see it much clearer now. It's an ego thing with Doug Pederson. Doug Pederson's ego has crippled my football team. And I'm not about to stand here for it. People messaging me last night, oh, I should sell my tickets. I'm not about to stand here for it. People don't even want to go see us play no more. We want to see wins. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you look good because you called the play. Listen, I got a team. I got a team. I got a team. For all you don't understand, my YouTube channel has turned into more than a YouTube channel. I'm not good at everything. Yes, I'm the guy that's in front of the camera, but I'm not good at everything. I don't make the memes. The memes that y'all see, I don't make those memes. People make these memes and send these memes to me. I'm not good at that. If the meme make me laugh, I post it. You don't do what you're not good at. That's how you create a winning team. You see what I'm saying? That's how you create a winner. I'm good at creating content, and I'm good at talking about what I like to talk about. Everybody needs somebody. And Doug Pederson need a play caller, or he cannot be the coach of this team. He can't. He cannot be the coach of this team. And you know what even makes it even worse? Eagles Nation, this is what makes it even worse. What makes it even worse is this. That we're still not eliminated. We're still not eliminated. It's like the fork is being stuck in us and turned slow. QBR is a quarterback rating. The fork is being stuffed. They turning the fork slow. It's still an inch of hope that we could win out and win the NFC East. If the Eagles win if the Eagles win out, we win the division because the Dallas Cowboys can't beat nobody over 500. And we beat a couple teams over 500. We own the common team tiebreaker. They lost to the Bills, we beat the Bills. They lost to the Packers, we beat the Packers. They lost to the Jets, we beat the Jets. If we win out, which includes the win against them, we win the division. I just don't understand it. Finish us. If we finish, just finish us. Finish us. Because I cannot sit through another press conference of Doug Pederson. You know what? That should have been Ronald Darby. That should have been Mike Groh. And that should have been goddamn Jim Schwartz and Doug Pederson and Jalen Mills on that podium. Carson Wentz should have had a day off from the podium. But since he's the franchise quarterback, take the bullets for them dudes, man. And that's sad. That's sad. Nobody's burning a Ronald Darby or Jalen Mills jersey on the internet. Nobody's doing that. They're burning Carson Wentz jersey. Nobody's burning a Darby jersey. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing it. It's going on 5 years and no playoff games for your starting quarterback. My starting quarterback got a ring, though. My starting quarterback got a ring, though. You know what I'm saying? My starting quarterback got a ring. And everybody want to say, what good is the Philadelphia Eagles getting into the playoffs? Let me tell you something, man. Before we could win another ring, Carson Wentz got to go to the playoffs and get a taste of that first. I don't give a damn if we got put out in the first round if we made it to the playoffs. Going to the playoffs is critical because Carson Wentz got to get there and play. It ain't no shit tank. Fuck no. They need to get to the playoffs. They need to get to the playoffs. Period. They need playoffs so Carson Wentz can get that experience. 140 something passing plays to 61 in the last 3 weeks. And then this is what you got to take into accountability. Running the ball against the Seahawks should have been a top priority. Though both of those games is like in windy, rainy conditions. Why are we throwing so much? The first time Carson Wentz get to the playoffs is not going to be the time for us to win the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, because he ain't it'll be rare as hell. Carson Wentz's playoff debut won't be the season we win the Super Bowl, because he got to go through that. He got to go through what that feel like. He got to go through what that feel like, and then he could come back stronger. That's how football works 9 times out of 10. Our starting quarterback did make a difference for the Eagles. Dallas got Dak and remained the same as the past 25 years. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Listen, man. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys been healthy all season just to be 6-6. A lot of our issues got to do with injury, man. Let's just be real. What if D-Jax comes back, though? I think D-Jax won't even be ready until Wild Card Week. He won't be ready until Wild Card Week. Next season, I'm trying to tell you. Next season, man, I'm not counting this season out, but next season is going to be a way different season for us, man. A healthy D-Jax. You bring back Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey makes a difference. What you say? Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey make a difference. You know what I mean? People want to say Alshon Jeffrey slow, he this, he that. Alshon Jeffrey know how to get open and use his body, and Carson Wentz know how to hit him. Zach Ertz played like garbage yesterday. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but Zach Ertz is looking like trade bait to me, baby. Zach Ertz is looking like trade bait to me. Period. Because Dallas Goedert could do Zach Ertz's job. If Dallas Goedert ran those two patterns that Zach Ertz ran, that would be a touchdown, bruh. Dallas Goedert lead our team in touchdown receptions. You know what I'm saying? At least Dak won the division 2 times and played in 3 playoff games, but he ain't win no Super Bowl. He didn't get past the divisional round. Why you talking about Dak in the playoffs? It didn't materialize to nothing. Go, get. I don't know. Even I would trade him. I'm saying it might sound crazy. It might sound crazy, but Dallas Goedert run harder. Dallas Goedert block better. Dallas Goedert is looking for yards after the catch. Dallas Goedert would not have dropped those passes, man. I'm telling you, he would have caught at least one. He would have caught at least one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take care. I hate these people in the comments. Man, don't worry about them, man. I just don't see that burst from Jay Ajayi. What are you talking about? Jay Ajayi first carry, it was like a 10-yard carry. They stopped going to him. They stopped going to him, man. 19 runs against the whatever, man. Whatever, man. I don't know about Doug Pederson moving forward, man. That's the bottom line. The penalties were atrocious too. The penalties were atrocious. You know what I'm saying? What they scared of Jason Peters? He a bully? Bench him. We trying to win. Bench Jason Peters. Play Andre Dillard. Bench him. Nobody's blaming the refs. We're talking about penalties that we caused. Dallas dropped touchdown passes in the Lions game. He not it either. Dallas put that behind him. Put it behind him. Put it behind him. Obviously, he put it behind him. Even though we lost, I'm glad JJ got some burn in the touchdown. I'm glad he did. Dallas Goedert has the fumbles, bro. He got the fumbles, but he early in his career. He early in his career. You know what I mean? He early in his career. He can work on ball security. But Dallas Goedert ain't no project. Dallas Goedert is a bona fide #1 tight end on a lot of teams. He just playing second fiddle to Zach Ertz. Let me get a wrench. I got you, Bruno. Wentz not a Super Bowl winner. Well, Nick Foles wouldn't be a Super Bowl winner if it wasn't for Carson Wentz. Listen, man. No matter how I feel, you can't take the Super Bowl from the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't care what none of you Dallas Cowboys fans got to say, man. Y'all didn't win this week either. I got you. Y'all didn't win. To anyone saying Nelson was balling, y'all tripping. I mean, he ain't have a bad game. He ain't have a bad game. Yeah, I did see Nick Foles get benched. That was crazy. Doug abandoned the run, man. His philosophy is it's a passing league. Where? Where is it a passing league, Doug? I'm about to get out of here and go back to work, man. You know, official video coming later. I'm disgusted, man. I got a right to be disgusted because I invest a lot of time into the Philadelphia Eagles. I expect way better coached games than that, man. These guys getting extended. Doug Pederson and the GM, they got extended after the Super Bowl. They got a little job security under their belt. And it's like the stubbornness starts setting in. Man, I'm not with that, man. I'm not with that, man. They need to be held to the fire because I'm tired of seeing Carson Wentz should not have been on the podium yesterday. Period. Carson Wentz should not have been on the podium, man. I still take Greg Ward over Nelson Aguilar. Greg Ward should have got way more burn. Carson Wentz should not have been on the podium yesterday, man, and that was disappointing. And you know, that struck a nerve. That struck a nerve in me, man, because he played good. But I'm going to get with y'all, man.